Greetings. For today we'll be exploring the world of Paranormal Cirque 3. This is an Italian-based Cirque du Soleil style performance that has supernatural and sexual themes. We'll look at the prices, the food, the souvenirs, and other items that make this a very unique experience. So let's get started on today's adventure. The Paranormal Cirque franchise has multiple shows, a 1, 2, and 3, and I saw Paranormal Cirque 3. Tickets can be purchased online ahead of time, and they range from $20 to $65 depending on where you sit. This traveling circus usually takes place in a large parking lot or mall and consists of multiple tents and entrances. Now let's go inside. As you walk inside the first tent, there is a mini haunted house. There are souvenirs, carnival masks, and also concession stands. We'll look at some of the food, masks, and haunted house after we see the show. Before the show begins, you will line up to one of the entrances to go into the second tent. You do have a chosen seat. You pick out the exact seat you want to sit in with a number on it. And you will be escorted into this large temperature-controlled arena with scary lights and a round stage. This is a round tent with a round stage, so it doesn't really matter where you sit, all the seats are pretty good. Now let's watch the beginning of the show. This show does have a theme and a story to it that you follow, but I'm not going to give it to you here. You'll need to buy tickets and go to the show to see what the story is about. We'll preview some of the highlights, look at some of the food, look at some of the souvenirs, and then direct you to the website if you want to see the show. Even though this show is scary and sexual in its content, there are many areas where there is comedy. It is important to note that because of the sexual content, that children under 17 must have an adult accompanying them to this event.
Come on, Nick, come on, Nick, come on. Hey, this is Nick. Okay, Nick, the address. I know what I'm so sorry, Nick.
Most of the show is carnival tricks and some very daring acrobatics. So let's look at some of these performances. It's important to know that you'll be here for approximately 2 hours. There is an intermission halfway through. You can use the restrooms, where they have nice, roomy outdoor restrooms. And there is a concession stand that has things like drinks, corn dogs, popcorn, and they even have souvenir containers with the Paranormal Cirque logo on them. There's also a haunted house and some other scenery and photo op areas. When I went back to the arena, I met other food vendors that had things like these chocolate-covered strawberries. And they even had cotton candy. So there's more food options being passed around by vendors in the arena when you sit down. Now let's get back to the show. There was a lot more to these performances than what I can show here, but I just wanted to show clips and a preview so you can get an idea. So please check out their website for tickets. Now let's go back into the foyer, look at the haunted house and some souvenirs, and do a final review. So coming back out in the foyer, we have this mini haunted house, which was also part of your entry ticket. So let's walk through and see what's inside. So that was it. Now let's look at some of the souvenirs they have. Being an Italian European themed circus, they had many different carnival masks here. There were sort of demons that were scary and some that were pretty. Mechanical masks. Some modern masks. And these are around $20 to $40. And for those that were asking, yes, they did have a beer table. So there you go. Now on to my final review. It's important to know there were more performances than what I showed you here, and the performances were more elaborate and had better stunts than what you're seeing. So looking at everything together, from the beautiful stage top tent, the lighting both outside and the stage lighting, the costumes, the performances, the music in the background, the rock and roll music, everybody in all the performances were very good. It was very professionally done. A lot of fun food here, popcorn, cotton candy, strawberries, that was a lot of fun. I think I would have liked to have seen maybe a few more daring acts. And that haunted house at the beginning wasn't the greatest, and they can definitely spruce that up. Definitely put some more scare actors in it. If they make those few tweaks, this would be a 5. I'm going to give this performance 4.5 keys out of 5. This was definitely worth watching. It was interesting, funny, scary, sexual, and beautiful to see. So if this traveling circus comes to your area, you definitely want to check it out. Please look at my other playlists for other fun, scary, and interesting content, and please hit that like and subscribe button so I can bring you more fun. See you next time, and have a happy Halloween.